Yo, what's up guys, Mark from Wandering Souls. Today is April 23rd, 2022, and that means Record Store Day. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mark from Wandering Souls. Today was Record Store Day. Like I said in the opening, I decided to take a peek. When I first started collecting vinyl, first couple of years, I visited Record Store Day. It was still smaller, it's more convenient, prices are more right. 2016, 2017, 2018. But throughout the years, I kinda see the prices starting to rise a bit on the records and stuff, and it get more crowded, it get more a thing, and Record Store Day is just started small. Just support the local record stores, special releases, to attract more people to the record stores. Yeah, it's becoming a bigger thing, I think, especially when bigger labels get involved and press so much stuff out, and prices are starting to rise. Like I said, it's a bit less fun than it used to be. Still, it's still a fun day to go to the record store. Most of the time there are in-store performances as well. You get to meet a lot of fellow record collectors. And in that way, it's still fun to go, but the lines are getting longer and stuff like that. That's why I decided today to go a bit later, instead of just straight away at 10 o'clock being there and being in a long line. Could go much earlier, but I thought, well, I don't feel like I got some other stuff to do as well, and thought let's go a bit later, with the risk that some of the things I want are gone, but yeah, that's just the way it is. I'm not only out for the Record Store Day releases, I also buy a lot of other stuff, and that is a lot of times cheap, better, priced better, in my opinion. But that's the way it is. Just go to a little vlog thingy before we go any further. So see you next. We are on the beautiful Zwolle. Today is Record Store Day. Yeah, let's see what we can find in some different record shops. So stay tuned. The first record shop I visited was Plato in Zwolle. Yeah, there was already a line there when I came, and I was a bit later. It was funny to see that was still people waiting in line to get in. Also, if you don't want to participate in Record Store Day, just you want to visit as regular, buying something different, then you still had to wait in line. The line was not super long, but I guess if I went earlier that the line was longer. Yeah, people are coming for the Record Store Day releases, that's how it is. But I managed to grab a few things and from Record Store Day and one other record, and decided to go on to the next store. first one was a success. Great scores in the first shop. Now on my way to the second one. Let's see where that goes. You see it in the second store, so now I'm going on my way home. See you guys. The second store, of course, was Disket. It's a store actually that participated in the past on Record Store Day, but is not really participating nowadays with Record Store thing. They have a special day on the same day though. They call it LP Day, where they offer really nice records for special price. That's what they do a bit, to have also a bit of a festivity. There are also in-store performances there, but it's not, you know, the same records you find, new records on Record Store Day. They definitely have another collection in the store, and that's what makes them apart from other record stores that do Record Store Days. Don't have the regular releases, you just have very different releases, and that makes them very interesting. Also scores from things there, so I was really happy, and that's also when I decided that that's enough. I would go through a third record store called Minstrel Music, but I decided that I have spent enough money on records, so I skipped that and went home. So yeah, that's kind of my day in short. I've seen at Plato that they build up the in-store performance. For the in-store performance, I was already in bands building their stuff up, drum kit and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like hanging all day in record stores just to see those performances, because they were in the afternoon and I was in the morning, so thought let's do that. Go home and enjoy my records. I spent some time with my girlfriend before she leaves off to a musical in the evening, and I thought let's do that. And yeah, now I'm home with the records, and you're gonna find out what's in this really nice bag. What did I bought? Let's find out. Let's open up the bag and see what comes out first. The first thing I pull out is from the first store. That's one of the Record Store Day releases. I found a few that I wanted in the store, but I also missed a few. I definitely would love to have that Prodigy remix album from My Day Is the Enemy. That would be really cool, but they didn't have that. But they did have this one. I picked up the Gojira live album. Really stoked to have this. Great. 2013 concert on vinyl. Fantastic to have this. Really stoked. Great releases, and the shrink is still on. So let's see if I can pull some off. I think I have to, because it's a gatefold and it's a double record set. So yes, I'm gonna rip it off. Some people don't agree with that, but that's what I said with the record prices. 37 euros for a record, and that's one of the cheaper ones even. So I think Record Store Day prices are a bit too much nowadays, but that's my opinion. I don't want to hang on and spoil the moment for people that are big fans of Record Store Day. It's definitely a great moment to score special editions, that's true. But this is the record, and the back with the track listing. Let's have a look inside the gatefold. Oh, nice pictures here. Awesome. Yeah, And they are probably printed in the sleeves. Yes, they are printed in the sleeves. And this one comes on black wax. And that's record 1. This is the second inner sleeve, and also comes on black wax, of course. But the difference on this side, side D has an etching, and hope you guys can see it or not. But I see a Gojira logo there. Hope you guys can make that out. It's a bit hard, but it's there. Gojira logo with a nice tree above it. Sorry for the glare. But that's the second record. I'm really glad to have this in and see how it sounds. I want to know. But fantastic, I could score this one. This is one of the things I wanted to have. Like I said, I wanted to do the remix album, and I wanted a few other things. But that's also the case with Record Store Day. It's always certain kind of bands that have the special releases or artists. Yeah, but that's how it is. In metalhead, it's just always the same stuff, and I'm glad Gojira was in there, but always Dio, and not that it's bad, I love Dio, but it was a single picture disc, you know, really awesome to have. Would love to have it, but it's not the first thing I want to buy when I'm at Record Store Day. Nonetheless, I'm really glad to have this in my collection. The second thing I grabbed, this is not a Record Store Day release, but it's an album I wanted to have from 2022, and they had it in, so I thought, let's grab the new Destruction, Diabolical, fantastic, fresh from Germany, and let's crack this one open as well. This is also a gatefold. Destruction. And inside, nice band photo. Let's see if there's more in here. No, there's printed in a sleeve here. With the lyrics and stuff like that, credits. This one is also a black wax, but I don't care. I think probably this is also released on colored variant, but I'm sure I just have sorry, I had just this one. So it doesn't matter, I'm still happy. It's an album I really anticipating on for this year, so I'm glad I finally have it. Destruction. And then I went to the counter, of course, and next to the back there was a free extra. It was the debut solo single from Floor Jansen. This is the singer from Nightwish. She brought out the first single called Fire on a 7-inch, and it, since she was the ambassador of Record Store Day this year, the Dutch ambassador, there was a single. The B-side has a duet with Henk Poort, recorded live in Amsterdam. Of course, she did a duet with Phantom of the Opera with the Dutch TV program, The Beste Zangers. You know, it's a program that there are a few singers there as guests, like 8 or 9 or something, and every episode they're gonna do a cover of the one who is in the picture. So yeah, Henk Poort was in the picture in that edition episode, and Floor Jansen sang a duet. Phantom of the Opera, fantastic duet. Single here, for Janssen here, and SIB has the logo, and this is a beautiful gold vinyl, so that's really cool. So really, this is really cool. You got this for free. Well, there's only 5,000 made of this, and spread on the first 5,000 customers of Record Store Day. So I was kind of lucky, I think. But yeah, I'm really curious how this sounds. But I got it for free, and thank you very much, Plato, Concerto, whatever. Then the stuff I got at Diskit Records, sorry. First up, I scored 2 CDs there. Prepare to Meet Thy Doom from Occult. This is the band prior to Legion of the Damned. I talked about them a lot, but this is an old pressing, Foundation 2000, 1994, so I'm really glad to have this. Really cool. And this is the band where sounding still a bit more black metal than the later work. So yeah, really cool. And Maurice Winkels was still known as Sephiroth as well, as you guys can see. But yeah, really cool stuff. Really glad to have found this one for a really nice price. The reissue is available still a lot. But this is an old pressing from Foundation 2000, a label that is not existing anymore, so it's a bit harder to get. Also got an early press of Anathema, Silent Enigma, fantastic album, definitely classic in the discography. They were still heavier here than they're sounding nowadays, before the big change, let's put it that way. More on the doomy side. There were a little bit of movement already, but after this album they changed a lot more. So yeah, this is a fantastic album, definitely an album that I wanted to have, especially in old pressing. So I finally got one. And I was surprised that I still don't have this album yet. I have a lot of albums from this band, but this one and Serenade seems to be lacking. I have Serenade as a copied version. I got that somewhere back in the day from someone who copied that for me, but I still want to pick up a regular version. But yeah, I'm really glad to have this Anathema, Silent Enigma, original press for €8. Can't go wrong. And the last record I scored there, it's an old pressing as well, and this is Van Halen, Women and Children First. This is the band's third album, I think, yeah, from 1980, the band's third album. Album had on cassette a long time ago, and I finally have a vinyl copy. So I'm really glad to have this original old press on black wax and on the Warner logo label. Looks pretty good. Just needs a quick clean and it will be fantastic. No scratches to be seen here. I'm really glad to have this. Awesome. Van Halen. Women and Children First. Fantastic classic album from 1980. It's really nice in the foil paper. Maybe I can keep that. I don't know. But yeah, fantastic album. Looks pretty decent here. There are some usage on the record here and here. Overall looks pretty good. The corners are straight, so I'm kind of happy with this. Tora Tora, the cradle will rock, Romeo the light fools in a simple rhyme. Could this be magic? Loss of control. Take your whiskey home and everybody wants some. Great stuff. Classic lineup still. With the big four from the band: Alex, Eddie, David Lee Roth, and Michael Anthony. Great stuff. I'm really glad to have this in my collection. Van Halen. So that's quickly what I bought. Like I said, I really enjoyed the record store day. I like the appeal of it. It's not that I visit every year anymore because of the rising prices, but yeah, I still love going to the record store and don't need a special day for that. So I'm supporting the owners already by going visiting regularly. Yeah. Nonetheless, I enjoyed the day. Got some new records in to spin, and yeah, that's really fantastic. What do you think of Record Store Day? Do you follow it? Do you go to it? What do you think of Record Store Day releases, etc., etc.? Let me know in the comment section down below. Just let me know your opinion. I hope you liked the video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching and see you guys next video. Cheers.